What's going on, guys? Anthony Camacho here with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. First video I've made in a little bit here. Just a lot of things going on in my life that have just not necessarily prevented me, but made me not want to make a video. But I did want to make this now rather than just keep pushing it off and going towards the holiday season. I know I'm going to be in less of a mood to talk about it then. Just some quick life updates. This is my first video in the man cave. I said that I was going to make a video in here once it's done. It is nowhere near being done, and I don't think it's ever going to get done at this point. Probably come March, April-ish, I will be looking at moving again due to things that have happened in recent months. So I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Going to rip the Band-Aid off and move on because I don't want this video to ramble on and just for me to get too upset. A couple things have happened in the past few months. Was in an accident going on, 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago now. I am okay, but unfortunately, my 2-year-old puppy, he did not make it, and it's been hard not having him around. See, I'm already getting upset, and that's one thing I was trying not to do. So that's kind of just put a big burden on me. Just really struggling with life lately. Struggling, honestly, can't remember the last time I put a smile on and felt like it was an authentic smile. So I'm powering through it right now, but I think the hardest part of my day is just coming home and him not being here. So when the time comes, definitely going to be, I think it's going to be best for my mental health, for me to look for a new place to live. So come March, April-ish, I'm probably going to stay local at this point in time. Well, not funny enough, but the day after it happened, I was actually let go from my job. It's trying to watch my choice of words here, but things were said that, I honestly don't even want to get into it because some awful things were said where I was working, and regarding my accident, saying that I lied about my dog dying to get out of coming into work. So I'm not going to get into that too much. I don't want to ramble on too much. It's already 3 minutes in. Trying to stay positive, trying to keep a positive mindset. For a while, I wasn't even really looking at cards, eBay, looking at picking up stuff. It wasn't up until a message that I got from a guy on Instagram saying he had a couple cards available, probably about a month after, that I even thought about looking at some cards. So kind of getting back in the swing of things, trying to keep a positive mindset right now, because that's probably the hardest part of my everyday right now. One non-card pickup we got here right in the background, which I was really happy that this became a thing. Obviously, my favorite soccer player, Marco Reus, is now playing in the MLS. So obviously now with him being a thing where he's a part of stadium giveaways and stuff like that, it's not really a thing overseas. They did a Marco Reus bobblehead night for the LA Galaxy. And when you think of a lot of bobblehead giveaways for the MLB, a lot of them, they're doing like first 15,000 fans, first 25,000 fans that this a bobblehead is available. This was first 3,000 fans to this game. So as soon as they started popping up on eBay, I think a couple days after the game, first couple popped up for around $50. I didn't even question it, didn't waste my time. Super happy to have it in the collection. So pretty much like all my player PCs wise, I got Kemba Walker bobblehead. I got 2 George Springers. Would love to see like a Tage Thompson. Hockey, occasionally you'll see hockey bobblehead stadium giveaways. So I'd love to get a Tage Thompson at some point. But really happy to add that one to the collection. There's a few bobbleheads I'm still looking to add. Cards wise, I literally have 4 cards here. Like I said, I have not been picking up very much at all. These first 2 cards, like I said, this was a message from a seller person over on Instagram. He said he was kind of doing some collection trimming and saw that I collected David Krejci and asked me if I was interested in any of the cards. And funny enough, 2 of the cards that he was selling were on my top 10 like David Krejci cards that I'm searching for. I mean, that's not saying very much because number one, David Krejci does not get a lot of hobby love, so he doesn't have a ton of stuff out there. And a lot of the stuff that I want of his, I already have. So a very small list of cards that and most of the cards that I want of his are one of ones, which I either know where they're locked down in PCs or they've just never surfaced. So outside of one-on-ones, these are pretty close to the top of the list of cards that I was looking for. So first and foremost, I remember seeing this card on auction like maybe 6 years back, passed on it, and hadn't seen one since. This is from 2015 Ultimate Collection, numbered out of 25, patch autograph. So nice there. And then the second of the 2, ecstatic to add this to the collection. Definitely a super rare card of his. They only did this product for hockey for 2 years, and he was only in the checklist for 1 of the years. So there's only 9 others in existence. From 2014 Prism, it is the Prism Gold, numbered out of 10. So they only did Prism hockey for 2 years, and he was in the checklist for 1 of those 2 years. So to add that to the collection, super ecstatic. I'm surprised that it became available, numbered 6 of 10. And definitely going to be slabbed up at PSA. I think it's going to be one of those cards that just really pop in a slab. I have a massive, massive stack of cards ready to go to PSA. And last 2, sticking with the hockey theme, that has been my really main focus of late. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Upper Deck makes the nicest cards, on-card autographs, game-used patches. You can't go wrong, especially with all the crap that is out there right now with all just the... It went from game worn to player worn to event worn to unassociated. So they're literally just taking a random jersey, slapping in a card, and calling it, making it like a patch. It's pathetic. I got high hopes. I'm staying positive for Topps now. Getting the NBA license, obviously starting this year, and I believe what NFL is starting next year. So they've already started like advertising things as game used memorabilia and stuff like that, and I think that's going to be a huge positive for the hobby. So keeping my fingers crossed, got high hopes. I would love to see the return of like 5-star football or the introduction of 5-star basketball, museum collection. If they bring it back to like old school style museum collection, I don't really like the new museum collection, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it can bring to the hobby. Getting Topps back in the game more. So nonetheless, I do have 2 hockey pickups. First one, had this on my watch list. I put a considerably high max bid in the last few seconds, and it didn't end for anywhere near my max bid. So when you can win something for a fourth of what I was willing to pay, I was shocked that it sold for this cheap. I'm ecstatic. This is from last year's Ice. This is the Signature Swatches Gold Ink number out of 15. Mr. Tage Thompson. That is a stunning card. And for the price I want it at, I'd buy all 15 at that price. Super happy to add that into the collection. And the last card, Ultimate Collection was recently released. It is being opened up like crazy. There is obviously the big chase out of Ultimate Collection is always the shields, and there is a game-used shield autograph of Wayne Gretzky in the set. So it's becoming very either hard to find or it's I want to say it's a little bit more expensive than last year, not too much. Obviously last year being Bedard, this year not having as high of a rookie crop. So I think that's where Upper Deck's kind of mentality was, in order to keep the high price point, adding an item like a Gretzky shield as a chase definitely justified it. So looking at the price of how much the boxes are versus the cards that I wanted to chase, Bruins really didn't get a lot of love this year. I mean, our best rookie out of the 24-25 crop, he's already been traded. He was a part of the team purge, Justin Brazeau. He's having a great start to this year. So there really wasn't a ton of stuff for Bruins to chase. Tage Thompson has a couple of cards, and this popped up for, I would say, a comfortable buy at now our best offer. I think if it ended up on auction, I would have won it for less, maybe. I do keep in touch with another Tage Thompson collector, but he's recently mainly focused his collection more on Bruins as a it's not Bruins, Sabres as a whole, and focusing on Shields. So maybe I would have gotten a bidding war with somebody, maybe not. Without a bidding war, I probably won it for slightly less, but nonetheless, I'm happy to have the collection. It's super low numbered. I didn't want to miss out on it. So like I said, from 24-25 Ultimate Collection, the Ultimate Jumbo Patch Autograph, numbered out of 10, with a gorgeous, gorgeous logo patch on that. Autograph's kind of hard to tell. Obviously, blue ink over a blue jersey, but it is there from that angle. You can tell. Such a stunning card. So yeah, guys, that is it. 4 cards, but 4 absolute beauties. It's definitely going to be my focus moving here on in the future. I'm already starting to think about realistically trickling down my collection. I just have so much stuff that I think I'd rather move some lower end stuff to purchase higher end stuff. I do have a new job, which granted now the hours are better. I'm making more money, which has allowed me to get into thrifting, which I've been doing. I've been doing things to keep my mind busy and not be at home. So I've been getting into thrifting a lot. So going to thrift stores, Goodwill, stuff like that, and finding stuff to flip. Buying up sports cards, Pokemon cards, Legos, comic books, like finding things where I can flip and just make a little extra money. Like I said, just doing things to keep myself busy right now. I don't want to ramble on anymore. I really appreciate whoever watches this. Please send some kind words my way. Life's hurting right now, so I'm trying to get through it. But I appreciate you all. I'm definitely going to try to make more videos for the future. I think now that I got the first one off my chest, it's going to be a little easier for the next one. So yeah, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and till next time.